overwhelmed. I think this was the day when we had to kill someone, and I was like, wow, okay, like I really did that. You know, like when I first came into the industry, people are like, he's good for, sweet boy next door, this, that, whatever, cutie pie, blah, 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 clean shaven and all back then. So it was quite tricky. So I had actually given myself time till I'm 30. And luckily I signed Inside Edge when I was about 29.
बुलावे की जिंदगी में फिर एक बार चैलेंजिंग कहानी बनकर, एक चैलेंजिंग चुनौती बनकर आने वाले हैं एक ऐसे कलाकार जो कि दिखाएंगे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स की प्लस एंड माइनस की साइड, यानी कि रियल साइड, द डार्क साइड ऑफ देयर लाइव्स. और दिस इज मी विशाखा पाटिल ओनली ऑन टेली चक्कर, एंड टुडे आई हैव विद मी अ वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट तनुज विरवानी, जिनको आप बहुत जल्दी देखेंगे अभय 3 में. तो आइए बुलाते हैं तनुज को और जानते हैं व्हाट वेंट बिहाइंड द मेकिंग ऑफ this character, the struggles, the preparations, the fun and musty, and a lot more insights from Abhay and his upcoming work.
But tell me one thing, because Tanuj, I would say that your graph has been like this kind of a thing of work, graph touchwood. I would firstly do that thing.
Yeah.
And playing such characters who are really dark and grey, and who have a lot of impact on the audience and also on you people also. How did you unwind yourself post you are done with this character? Because this is not like a cakewalk of a romantic guy or a chuffy boy. It's all filled with a lot of drama.
I'll tell you something. A lot of people have asked me, oh my God, are you disturbed by Abhay and this show and this twisted character? And I'm like, no. I think so far, the one character that really got under my skin was this character I did on a show called Tandoor. And I'll tell the reason I bring it up is that because I was essaying a real life character, so those deeds have been committed by someone in our lifetime, and I was basically reenacting that, right? So I found that to be really disturbing. Abhay, on the other hand, is a completely fictionalized account. I'm not saying there are not people like that. There are crazy people all over the place, right? But it's not specifically based on someone. So I had a lot more freedom. I did not have to just stay within that box, and I knew that this is so bizarre that I'm going to have a blast playing this character, even though it's like a really morbid take on the character, and whatever he does. So I didn't find it disturbing, and there was maybe one day where I was a little like overwhelmed. I think this was the day when we had to kill someone, and I was like, wow, okay, like I really did that, because it does sometimes get to you.
Yeah.
But then we were shooting in Lucknow, and Lucknow, as you know, is like the capital city for amazing khana and all the galoti kebabs and tunde kebabs and whatnot. And I'm a complete foodie. So Divya and me went out, we ate some nice khana. We chit-chatted like two long lost buddies, and we forgot all about the blood and go and the so I mean I find my way in and I find my way out one way or the other.
Because I remember talking to you while Tandoor was on, and I remember that time the character was too intense, and this one is not on that level. But then for you, I think you have this.
To be honest, this one is actually superseded that from a twisted point of view, because over there it happened. It was a crime of passion.
Yes.
Over here, it's just a cold-blooded murder. Like these guys keep doing that shit. It's all like they're not like some. They're repeat offenders. So I think this is like this supersedes that. But because this is completely fictionalized, so it doesn't leave you gutted the same way. Yeah.
So now that you've played, a handful of very different characters and, a different negative, positive, grey and good boy image also. Now what? Because now I would like to know, because you've experimented a lot. Ab kya? Ab aisa kya hai jo aap fans ko dikhate?
See, at the end of the day, Vishaka, you can only make the best of whatever opportunities present themselves. Chahe ye OTT ke space mein ho, chahe film ke space mein ho. So I'm not, I've not reached a point in my life and my career where I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do next, and let's have this written specifically for me. Aisa nahi hai. You have to be at a very, very high level to be able to have that amount of clout and power. And of course, that is the hope and intention someday that I can literally like get things greenlit like that. But for now, I'm just really enjoying my journey because, as you rightly said, like all these characters, like some negative, some positive, some grey, they've all been so dramatically different from each other that it makes one braver as an actor, because sometimes you will succeed and sometimes you will fail. Certain roles are just inherently better built for certain actors. But it's made me a lot braver. Earlier, like I thought, okay, like when I first came into the industry, people are like, he's good for, sweet boy next door, this, that, whatever, cutie pie, blah, 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 clean shaven and all back then. Then they're like, acha, no, he can do character which is a little more edgy and, this, that, ayyash and, bad boy and all that. Now, luckily, people are not slotting me or typecasting me, which for me is my greatest relief.
But either I would like to know one thing, because I know you are very critical of your work, but then you are not very critical also. You know, you are that mixed wala bunch. But apart from you, is there anyone in your life that who's very critical about your work? जो आपको
Absolutely, yeah. Arey, Mother India is there na. My mother is there na. Oh God, she's critical, and how to get a compliment out of my mother when it comes to my work is like really like, you know, grabbing it from the lion's jaws. Like it's gotten a little better. Like she feels I've become better as an actor over the past few years. But like when I'm sitting with mom and I'm watching any of my work, my hands are perspiring and I'm so fidgety because I'm like, oh God, you know. And she notices things in scenes that nobody else notices. You know, oh, why is your hand in your pocket? Why are you slouching? Why did your one eyebrow go up? You have not ironed your shirt before this scene. Like I'm like, यार मैं acting दिखा रहा हूँ, you know, ऐसा लगता है कि मैं किसी like boarding school में हूँ, and why have you not cut your fingernails? You like it's quite nerve-wracking for me.
But what was the feedback for Abhay? Did she get to see like the promo, the glimpse?
Okay, so normally my mom always sends ghar ka khana, especially because COVID and everything is on right now. So she doesn't want me eating too much from out. So she always asks me, okay, what do you want next day and all that. So one day I was on set of Abhay and I put up. I sent her some picture where I'm like fully like in a PPE kit and I'm full of blood and I'm like something stupid I sent her. You won't believe it, Vishaka. The next day she didn't ask me what I want to eat only. I think she was just a bit traumatized by that picture. So I messaged her. I'm like, you're not going to ask me for lunch about lunch today? She's like, oh yeah, sure. What would you like for lunch? I was quite kicked by it, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Tell me one thing honestly, Tanuj, because you have seen your ups and downs in the career, in the journey. Was there any time that you felt that, okay, things are not going my way, I think I need more support, or maybe some negative?
Of course. No. So basically, I mean, this is something I would want to say to any aspiring actor out there, that it's a very difficult industry to crack into. Because there's so much of competition and there's so much of great competition, so many talented boys and girls out there vying for the same role that you are trying for, right? And with me, I started off, I mean, I couldn't have had a worse start. I mean, I did 3 films as a lead and all 3 did not work out. People started calling me, oh, box office poison, oh, he's in box office jail, he's unemployable, acha isko hero ka dost banate, isko heroine ka bhai banate. Like, it was horrible. You know, his mother is so talented, look at her body of work and look at what he's doing. And, you know, like, so it really used to affect me. And there was a time when my phone would not ring, and it was a very upsetting feeling because, you know, like, you have so much of energy and so much of desire inside of you to go out there, prove yourself, not just to the world, but even to yourself that, hey, you know, I am good enough. And please, I just need the right opportunity to come my way. So it was quite tricky. So I had actually given myself time till I'm 30. And luckily, I signed Inside Edge when I was about 29. So I think another year, and if nothing came my way, I would have probably chosen another line of work, because, you know, there's one thing having passion and desire, and, you know, but you also have to look at real world issues. You have to think about you know, aage jaake, how are you going to support yourself, your family, you know, your life, your lifestyle, so many things. You know, everyone needs consistency in their incomes, and also it was definitely something that was weighing on my mind, and it was a lot of it was quite pressurizing to my parents also, because I'm a single child, and obviously every parent wants to see their kid do admirably and then do a good job and get the right kind of exposure and opportunities, you know. And I mean, but I feel all of that I went through has just made my drive to want to succeed in this profession and give it my best, and give every take and every shot and every role my best, like it were my last shot. So I think something good came out of all of that. Yeah.
और ये तो थे तनुज विरवानी, जिनसे मैं कर रही थी बात ओनली ऑन टेली चक्कर एक्सक्लूसिवली। आप मेरे साथ नीचे वाले कमेंट सेक्शन में बताना भूलिएगा कि हाउ डिड यू लाइक टुडेज इंटरैक्शन। Until then, this is me, Vishaka Pandit, signing off for now. You don't forget to binge watch our web series on 8th of March only on C5. Until then, stay tuned.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Tellychucker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.